There was an insurrection this weekend, storming the White House, assaulting police officers, tearing down fences. Where's that being reported? Basically nowhere, but here. And when you do get around to looking at it and who did cover it, you look at how it's being portrayed. All the headlines, oh, pro-Palestinian demonstrators, pro-Palestinian damaged fencing, no arrests made. A global day of protest draws thousands in Washington and other cities and pro-Palestinian march. But in actuality, the few accurate reports that we do have of what actually happened, we had to turn away from basically any mainstream media to get it. Here, turns out they actually had to evacuate the White House staff. They had to get them out of there for safety concerns. Just the News noting that another left-wing spin they put on this saying, they were just relocated. But yeah, so was Congress on January 6th then. I mean, except this time, no officers shot protesters in the neck. They didn't get tear gassed and flashbanged, and there were no rubber bullets fired at them. That didn't happen to defend the White House. These people stormed 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. They tried to tear down the fence at the White House, chanting, "All walls will fall." And they also said F Joe Biden, too. But, and when they couldn't tear down the fence, which they damaged pretty badly, actually, they couldn't tear them down, so they threw bloody dolls, frozen water bottles, and other crap at police and Secret Service. I thought that was terrorism, right? Isn't that what the Washington Post called it? I mean, it was. Well, where are they all now? You know what would happen if you or I went to the White House right now and beamed a Secret Service officer in the face with a frozen water bottle wearing a MAGA hat? They would bury you under the jail in the same solitary confinement that they stuffed innocent people after January 6th. But you do it waving a Palestinian flag? No problem, Jack. And what was the response from the D.C. Metro Police? Oh, today in the District of Columbia welcomed many visitors who came to make their voices heard. The right to peacefully protest is one of the cornerstones of our democracy. While a majority of people and demonstrated remain peaceful, there were instances of illegal destructive behavior in Lafayette Park, including items being thrown. Yeah. It's unbelievable. But the ratio for the yes on Saturday was far worse than it ever was on January 6th. Where is that headline? Why am I struggling to verify any arrests over the weekend? They arrested like 1,600 people over January 6th, almost all of which were led into the Capitol by police. And Saturday night, where was the media on that? Nowhere. Not 1 minute. CNN, MSNBC, ABC, whatever. Nothing. Sunday, basically the same thing. One network covered it only because of the size of the protest. No mention that the White House was partially evacuated. And I'm thinking back, like, what did Dana Milbank say after January 6th? Oh, that's right. Those ignoring the January 6th revelations are guaranteeing more violence. Yeah, he's from the Washington Post, where ironically the banner out there is "Democracy dies in the darkness." I mean, par for the course, though. When another left-wing funded protest turned violent, the George Floyd protest, and Trump had to be evacuated into the bunker, almost no coverage. Message received, guys. Thanks a lot. When it's a left-wing group taking over city blocks, anarchy, people getting raped, businesses getting destroyed, what do they call it? Oh, that's right. They called it the Summer of Love. Sure. When Antifa and BLM burned down like $2 billion worth of our cities, what did they call it? Oh, that's right. This guy was out there calling it a mostly peaceful protest with a burning building behind him. When the same Gaza-loving terrorists blocked entrances, causing the evacuation of the DNC, including sitting congressmen, by the way, where were the hearings and outrage? When the Colorado State House was overrun by the same nut jobs and forced to cancel their sessions, where was crying Adam Kinzinger? Where was Liz Cheney? Nowhere. I mean, at least in New York, they arrested people for blocking traffic. But that was like a rare outlier, probably because I think most people in New York would just run them over. This pro-Palestine movement and the recent stunt of trying to storm the White House, it's just the next flavor of the well-funded liberal outrage machine. Paying people these people have almost nothing to lose. They pay them to disrupt in the name of whatever the cause is. A well-organized machine that buses manufactured outrage into the highest visibility areas from anywhere in the country. Tells you whose side the media is on, though. Terrorist sympathizers turn your city into mayhem, and they won't even report on it. I mean, great job, guys. Really defending democracy. Awesome. But this Hamas stuff has gone further. These people are terrorists. They're advocating for the preservation of the enemy of America while exercising First Amendment rights in America. I mean, you like Palestine? You like Yemen? Whatever? Go back. I'm sure we can find a red state governor that will charter you a boat so you can get the hell out of here. Go back there if you think this place is so bad. But you don't. I'm certainly not going to sit around quietly while you turn my country into a lawless dump like the one you're advocating for. Looks like Texas isn't either. Bye-bye. Right before the camera cut, they suplexed the guy. Thank God.